Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2. Let's continue. So we're in the store. It's best, we've been given a hint that Satan is going to respawn and be our final boss fight in the cathedral in the future that we were first found, which to me implies that I need to go kind of where I am going, actually. Sort of. It's not too far, if I can remember the map. This has been a joke of a game if you're going to describe it as an open world game. It is extremely linear. Alright. So, main mission, mark as objective. We now kind of know. You kind of needed to go back and use the and go to the shop and go into the past so that the game would tell you, or the wolf would talk to you and tell you that that's what's going on. But now I just really have to follow the cursor, so this will be kind of easy peasy. Shouldn't be very hard at all. Start it. I had hoped to not have to fight anybody, but at the very least, if they were trying to sell this game as it was a stealth game, if you chose to play poorly, that would have been a better experience than what the final product is. Just clipped right through the handrail. So here was a collectible we saw very early in the game, and basically knew that we weren't going to get it until we had double jump as an ability. I would have never guessed in a million years that it was going to take 70% of the entire game to get double jump. I don't know what this, if this is like a shortcut, or if this is just going to turn out to be an incredibly uninteresting thing. Yeah, I can just double jump up here. Yeah, if this just leads to me getting a collectible, that's gonna suck. Take this nice and slow. Now, in the previous game, this just led to this. We fought Satan, and it was a super difficult game part. It was a really big fight. I'm suspecting that is not the experience we will probably have in this, because we've been playing on easy. Maybe I played the first game on normal. Thank goodness I chose to not not have it play on normal. They paid the lady who voiced the computer to do way too many lines of dialogue. You really could have just had her say, "Please wait," or "Decontamination in progress," or something simple like that. It's so weird because it has such a variety of what it chooses to say when a real world decontamination set world unit or area like that would probably just be programmed to say something very repetitive and minimal, because it wouldn't matter. In the same way that elevators universally almost ding when the door opens, and that's all they do. They don't make a huge to-do. Well, I guess there are a few elevators out there that speak and say a little bit more than that. I guess if you ever need any more artwork, this is the place to go and find it at the end of the game. Hey, I even found a piece of the dragon scale. I bought as much dragon scale as I could possibly get. Ideally, we're not going to get into the final boss fight and then just use the dragon ability. But I will use it if I die like 3 times and the game just feels very cheatery. But otherwise, I would prefer to see this through a little bit more. There's really no way I would have had as much experience as it takes to unlock all the abilities, which then opens the door to like a new game plus, which, well, some of the collectibles and the idea of a new game plus wouldn't have been terrible if this was a good game. It isn't, so that idea is kind of thrown out the window. And if I can't run through these sections, then I'm going to have to fight all these people. I don't want to fight all these people. Although, maybe I've found the perfect cheat for this, because maybe this guy, this big guy, can't do anything, so I can just have the small creatures attack me, take them out, and then jump and do this. So yeah, I can just... Let's just see. Still not enough after all those attacks. Alright, well, I need to kill this guy while maintaining some of my magic ability. So we'll... needed that so that I could throw a bomb to unlock this area, which I feel like was unlocked before, but maybe wasn't. So yeah, we're just running through the entirety of this open world, getting reminded how terrible the engine is and how it can't handle but the smallest of narrow pathways before you hit the load section. Alright. So it's not too far from where we are. Yeah, it seems like I'm actually just gonna conveniently transition, just taking a shortcut through an area, and then we're back to another load sequence. I don't know if we're going to fight in the cathedral, and this will be the first time we actually see the inside of the cathedral, or if we're going to fight in just an alleyway around the cathedral section. Where's the door? Here it is. I have to just shut the door.
Cleaning procedure initiated.
Yeah, this lady, she got more lines of dialogue than Dracula did. What happened there? And you know, a ton of the budget was wasted on Sir Patrick Stewart. Like, he hasn't been really a big problem of this game, but if he wasn't voicing a character, money would have been budgeted. Money would have been freed up to do a better job in a lot of the other elements that are lacking. And he's not a video game voice actor, so his performance as Zobek just sounds like Jean-Luc Picard saying some random lines. I'm not even sure I've been over here. Let's see. Yeah, we're kind of just going everywhere. So nothing is very memorable here in this world. It's all just stone. Just more stone. These red pipes did not revolve around any major plot or scheme. Like, I would have almost certainly written this so that you wouldn't even know that there were demons and Satan was coming back until like halfway through the game. That there really was no reason for that to be the first thing you deal with. Could have just been that Zobek brought you back and asked you to investigate something, and then throughout the investigation you find that there are demons and acolytes. And yeah, we can't get away with finishing this game without turning into a rat for no reason. This has taken me in full circle. I do not appreciate what this game is doing to me. Like, alright, let's look and see what it wants me to do. Let's see, where am I? So let's assume that I'm supposed to go this way. That seems somewhat believable. It definitely feels like there would have been an easier way to do all of this. Avoided some fights there. And trying to save some time. Just a lot of garbage happening here. Right. This is pretty much the only time you ever use the fan at an angle to elevate your location. You do vertically align yourself several times. I think the markers might just be sending me in circles. Go downtown. Let's see. Which way does this want me to go? This way? This seems right. It seems like we're almost running through the entirety of the game again, just a second time through. And I'm definitely not spending any extra energy to find collectibles or anything like that. That is not a priority. Ah, yes, so this should be it. Here we are at the castle. There's nothing here, so it's not actually at the castle. It's instead down this alleyway, which apparently is only accessible via this path. So I'm gonna hope that I can get up. No, wait, it's this way. Yeah.
He is here.
It would have been nice if they had just let me skip all of that and just sped the game up.
Let's go.
Anybody who was playing this game near its finished product would have known at this level that it's not a great experience, and they should just wrap it up and be done. Most people, I think, would have had the good sense to rage quit a long time ago. And so this, I think, is just coming into present day my castle. The Castlevania castle. And that was about 28 minutes to get to this, so that I can do a Mirror of Fate door, which, so all the Mirror of Fate items are basically being used as an indicator that you can get to the end game content. This is so dumb. It's a little surprising they didn't just put in a fancy cutscene. Well, actually, there's no reason to do anything. You should just be able to hold up the Mirror of Fate, do some kind of animation, and it open the door. For the 3 times that you use it, it seems like that's the only times you're going to be using it. You could have seen your son in it, just a reflection of your son, and seen your fate that way. And then you could have seen your wife, and then you could have seen yourself as a human.
I order the forces of darkness to pour its infernal power over me. Let the
I
gates
guess
of
these
hell
acolytes
open
were
wide.
human at one time.
And from the abyss
I'm sure that
greet
was
me
some
as
of the
your brother
reading
and friend.
backstory I
I
skipped.
order everything to be as I command.
Now, if I recall correctly, Satan in the first game was a hairy, kind of naked angel creature. He looks a little bit buffer this time. And he's actually got armor on his legs this time. Probably because I chopped him off in the first game. That's gross. That was unnecessary gory.
I despise incompetence. I must congratulate
It'd be
you.
funny if there isn't actually a fight here.
I confess, I had not expected to see you here. We could share this world, you and I. But you desire to destroy me. I see that now. I'm very well aware of your power, Gabriel. However, I desire to destroy this world. If I cannot rule the world of men, then no one will!
Oh, there was a cutscene way earlier I forgot to mention where we had the antidote to the demonic
It's time.
gas,
Stop him
and we
before he
handed it
escapes.
to the last remaining Belmont. At no point in that cutscene did the last remaining Belmont give the antidote to any other human or associate so it could be distributed. Instead it went directly from that cutscene to a little bit of gameplay, and then the last remaining Belmont was killed. So, as far as we know, the antidote to the gas that was turning the last remaining humans into
We must go up.
into demons was lost, and there's kind of nothing else that could be said about that.
Avoid the explosions of energy.
Alright. I think, for the most part, I can jump to a lot of these. So, at the very beginning of the game, we fought battles with a giant robotic creature, and now we have this giant worm-like creature, as best I can gather it is.
We need to reach those chains.
Alright.
Watch out for the energy
And
bursts.
it feels like there probably was a quick time event we missed there. I am so glad that the QTEs are gone though. Alright, I'm supposed to be able to press B and grab that. It's glowing yellow. Much like the Zobek fight, I really would have just preferred to fight Satan straight up. Just have him have a lot of
Right to your
moves.
left. There's an access that will allow us to reach the back of the beast.
So I don't know if this is a biblical beast, I guess, reference.
Try to avoid the explosions of energy.
Yeah, I'm trying. Doesn't seem like it matters though. It seems like it's doing nominal damage to me.
We must finish these creatures off soon.
I regain some health.
We must finish these creatures off soon.
And like most co-op games, when you're in a scenario like this, we're just gonna have Alucard or your co-op partner say a bunch of repeated dialogue. That is a, I think, very valid complaint. Why is there more variety in the decontamination chamber lines of dialogue than there is in Alucard's dialogue? Time is of the essence. Well, I really can't do too much about that, particularly when the enemy is intentionally running around.
We must finish these creatures off soon.
Is there another creature? The camera is horrible.
Time is of the essence.
Oh, so more just, I think, spawned. This is one of these games where I'm very potentially just gonna wear out the X button. It is so weird that the B button is barely used in this game. You just use it to activate a few random items, but it could have been something else, certainly. Of course, I didn't bother to go in here and remap the buttons either, so if I cared more about this game, I probably would have done something. Oh look, over here is a B button thing I'm supposed to do. Okay, so we have to kill all the enemies before we can use the item. All of a sudden when I'm doing a dash and X with the freeze attack, it's freezing the enemies. That must be something I unlocked.
Damned aberrations.
Alright, let's come over here and hit the B button. So the infinite, I assume would infinitely respawn and just whittle down my health. But I also assume I'm getting checkpoints, so once I get out of this section, would have made more sense if this demon he was riding was Abaddon or Leviathan or something. He might be Leviathan, but they didn't give it a name. What's he doing? If this demon could destroy the world at any point, did Satan just summon him, I guess? That felt like that was probably a QTE where I would have had to tap the X button like crazy. And are we gonna get gameplay here or just cutscenes? Looks like Lucifer is gonna try and take control of Alucard. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our own son.
Come closer, son.
Which probably doesn't mean anything. Because we've already seen all the moves, I bet, that Alucard is.
I like this body.
That Alucard can
Let's
do.
See what it can do. Alucard has surrendered.
Okay. So I could end the recording here, or we could just go further. I think on easy we'll probably in a position where this is not going to be too much of a fight. We'll see if I die, that there is that chance.
Your hate for me gives my life direction. Deep down inside, you need me.
Let's see. What's funny is there must have been code from the first game, so where did that code go?
God has surrendered to me without reservation.
Did they straight up lose it all? Why does this feel worse than the first game? Why does it have a whole bunch of extra stuff on it?
Why don't you?
Particularly when allegedly Mercury Stream made both Lord of Shadows 1 and Lord of Shadows 2 and the Mirror of Fate DS game. Maybe they had multiple teams working on it.
Alucard's plan was always to betray you.
I don't... Yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's just do this.
Your hate for me gives my life
I don't have enough. I don't have enough dragon scale. So yeah, this is as good of a point I think as any to end this recording. We'll maybe go through credits or see what the game leaves us with. As far as history, we got 100%. I suspected we would get all of that by the time we'd finish the game. But yeah, none of the other things are anywhere close. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching.